Hello, everyone. So, this is Sarah. I'm so excited to introduce you to my friends and my viewers, and they're my friends. And it takes a minute, like, for the streaming to pop in. Like, Carrie's here, but we don't know exactly who's here. And sometimes you have like 25, 30, 40 people here, and you don't know it because some of them don't like want to comment,
Yeah.
but they are going. Some already are commenting. Like Carrie, she is a fan of the show. I am not sure what device you have on you, or you're using, but usually in the right-hand corner, you're able to see comments. And if you can't, I'll show you what I'll do. At times, I will post like
Oh,
this.
nice.
Yeah. So that's Carrie saying hello.
Hi. Hi,
Yes.
Carrie.
And Jennifer, she's saying hello. So I'll post some stuff up there.
That's so fun.
So Sierra with the three names, which is you have a beautiful name, Sierra, Marilyn, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Riley, correct?
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marilyn's my grandmother's name, so
You keep
I
it.
she's
Yes.
very happy that I included it in
Oh, she's
the
proud of
credit.
you. Yes. All right. So I'm excited. I of course I always do my little research. So besides acting, I noticed that you're a writer. And what was the third thing I noticed? What am I missing? Acting, writing. Is there something else in your wheelhouse?
Those are the main two.
Okay.
Writing, I do like whatever I can get my hands on. So sometimes
Nice.
there'll be separate like fiction writing versus articles or whatever. But
Nice.
yeah, those are the two.
I love it. Do you think that maybe you'll do a script and Hallmark will purchase it and will turn it into something?
I would love that.
I
Uh,
know. I
maybe
would.
one day.
Yes, you never know. Look at Sarah. Like Sarah, she wasn't just like your female lead. Isn't she executive? Is she an EP on this or direct? Yes.
Yeah, she is. She is. And I learned so much because I got to ask her all kinds of questions because I've always been really curious about, the producing side of things, just
Hmm.
out of, yeah, pure
Art.
curiosity. And she
Mhm.
was so happy to
To
tell
help
me
it.
everything that she
Of
does.
course.
She's very involved in the creative direction of the show. And um, it was cool to hear about a lot of the things that I wasn't involved in and a lot of the
Right.
decisions there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But what I really wanted to know, and you don't have to give us every detail, just what you want to share is tell us a little bit of how you even what your journey was into Hallmark. How'd you arrive?
Well, I auditioned in this very room, did a self-tape, and I initially auditioned for the role of Anna in episode 1 and 2. Um, and then the casting director, Larissa Mayer, she said, "Can we get you to read for Violet?" And I was excited. And when I got called back, I remember someone at the end of my callback said, "Well, aren't you a Christmas treat?" And I was like, so happy to hear that feedback.
I love that.
Um, and yeah, and then since then, it's just been I've been welcomed with open arms by everybody. Uh, it's been really a beautiful experience. It's a whole community on both sides, the fan side and
Mhm.
the creatives are all a family, and it's pretty beautiful to
It
witness and
is.
also to be a part of now.
Now, Mistletoe Murders, I think, is so unique. And I love that it's on Hallmark Plus. I love that it's original. And every Thursday it drops a new episode. I think it's Thursday, right? Yes, I think it is.
Yeah,
Anyway, I I'm in love with it. And I'm so mad that there's only 6 episodes.
I
Like,
know.
what? No, no, no,
I know
no,
you
no.
keep wanting more and more.
Yes, it's
It's
addictive.
so, yes, it is. Like you want to eat it like popcorn, keep
Yes.
watching more and more.
Well, I'm glad you made your way here. This is cool stuff. And I'm happy that I feel like this is me talking though. I feel like you're like the third lead. I feel like everything revolves around you and well, Sarah's part and Peter's part, like the three of you. You're like a unit, and I am so excited because you have your relationship with Sarah, and then you have your relationship with Peter. Well, dad, employee slash friend,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. And then of course you have some of your own little storyline too, which is nice. And I'm like, there's like so many possibilities. I'm like, they could do this, they could do this. There's all kinds of goodies that could be coming. I can't tell you. This is like one of the things that is my favorite when I come home, I'm like, is it Thursday? Did it drop? I need to get my fix.
I know that's how I feel, and I was a part of it, but it's still I wasn't my character Violet. She's not a part of all the murders and
I know
everything. So
that's
I
fine.
didn't get to see so much of it. So I'm ready. I am seated on Thursday morning. I'm on my couch with a little cup of coffee to watch the whole
Really?
thing.
All right. So now I have a question. Since it's on Hallmark Plus, are you watching it through a subscription or do you get like, I call them screeners, or are you getting your own links? How are you able to view it?
I do get links as an actor, so
Okay.
that's a perk there to get to
Wonderful.
see them. Um, and in Canada, we had a little screener event for the actors up here,
Hmm.
and the people who worked on it at Lionsgate as well. Um, and so it's been getting little nuggets at a time. I went to an ADR session to, record some of my
Yep.
lines.
Hmm.
And one of the producers, Michelle, from Headspinner, she let me sit in on a color correct session. So I got to watch episode 5 kind of early. And I was very excited about this. So I've got little bits and pieces here and there,
Yeah.
but it's really exciting to watch it from front to
So
back.
we're rooting for Hallmark Plus to be available in Canada. That's what I was asking you that question because a lot of really good things are showing up and coming out, and then the people that are in Canada are like, but not for us. And I'm like, darn, we're going to campaign. We're going to figure out somehow. I'm going to like be nagging and
No, the
yeah.
programming on Hallmark Plus is amazing. Some of the shows are on W Network here, the W channel.
Hmm.
Um, so we do get Mistletoe Murders here, but
You
it's a little bit, yes, we're only on episode 2.
okay?
Episode 3 is coming out tomorrow in Canada. But we are getting Mistletoe Murders, and I think Finding Mr. Christmas is on
Cool on
W Network.
W, right? This is good because I will report that and I'll let them know because some people don't even realize that. Now, I wanted to talk about, well, I feel like it's like I'm very much, so I repeat myself when people pop in. They know that I call it like a feast for the eyes. I love when things are like just so visually appealing, especially when it has to do with Christmas. And I'm like, this set, we got to talk about where this is. Like, you don't have to give out the address or whatever, but this set is like always outside and inside. Everything is amazing. And I have some things I'm going to pop on here. It's going to make us small, and then we can
Yes,
talk
go
about
for
it.
it.
All right. So I chose this one because the two of you were there together. And this is sort of the introduction into your characters and your relationship from episode 1. But just look at all the details. That store is jam-packed filled. Is this a real store or is it a set or a combo?
It is a set. But it felt real being in there. It was,
Yes.
the size of a store, and it was decked out. Some scenes I'm just working in the background. I actually had so much stuff to interact with and do. It
Mhm.
it got me in the Christmas spirit. We filmed in the middle of summer, but I was ready for I've been ready for Christmas for a while now.
I love it. I love it. Now I'm going to move on. And oh, I love that they always have you in a sweater. Did you notice that? You're constantly in these gorgeous sweaters. I think that's so cute. I love it. And you always have something gorgeous in your hair, like
Yes,
with a
the
bow.
hair accessories was a big thing. The hair team was incredible, and they decided that hair accessories were going to be Violet's thing. And
Okay.
they said, how do you feel about that? I was like,
It's like,
yes, this
yes,
is
why
all
not?
so much fun.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, and the costume designer Jennifer Jarvis, she
Uh-huh.
put me in all kinds of fun layers, pops of
Yes.
color everywhere. I loved it.
It's not great in the middle of the July though, if that's when you're
We were warm. We were warm.
Now, this is just a close up of it happened to be that in this particular episode, I don't want to give things away for people that haven't. Jennifer saying she loves the store that haven't had a chance to watch everything because it is a mystery. But just look at this. Just look at the cookies and the candy and everything and how it's packaged. Like I'm just wondering how long it took them to even get this set together. This is so detailed.
It was like Santa Claus for me. It was a
Uh-huh.
very Santa Claus experience because I would, I would come onto set and it was just transformed. And they sometimes had to change the set.
Right.
It was mostly set up throughout the whole production, but
Mhm.
they did an amazing, amazing, incredible job. And I hardly, I walked in and it was there, so I didn't even get to really like
Yes. Yeah.
appreciate how long it must have taken them. I can only imagine. But it was really meticulous and so gorgeous.
And now as a viewer, you'll look at it with different eyes, I'm sure, but I feel like when a set is like that, it must make it easier for you to, like, get into the role and the feel of it. Am I correct? Or you
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
it
okay.
does feel like a real store. Um, and it is exactly the kind of store that I would love to shop at.
I
Uh,
know. I'm gonna
so
share let's see if I could get this up because we got so much going on. Carrie says, "I love the store set and I wanna go shopping there." So I was so hoping that you were gonna say, "It is a store," and then everybody is gonna wanna go shopping in it.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No,
I
it's
know.
okay.
I'm
Well,
with you.
what about this diner, Sue's Diner? I mean, are we looking at AI kind of graphics in here? Is this a real place?
Yeah,
Is this
no AI. I think there was none used on this whole production. Everything was so
Mm,
beautiful and
okay.
real. We this Sue's Diner, this was real, not a real diner. I'm sorry, but it was
Mhm,
real in that the front of the diner that you see when you
mhm,
walk into it, that is the inside of the diner that you see. Versus with mistletoe, under the mistletoe, the front of the diner is like a facade in the
okay.
back lot, which is a fake town that we filmed most of the exterior shots in.
Wow.
And then the interior was another set. Whereas this one, that's the diner that you're looking at. It's not real. You can't eat there. They did have little menus, and I remember looking at the menus and wishing I was like, I really want to order all of these meals. They were very delicious looking.
You did get to have some what? Blueberry something blueberry pie with your father.
Yes,
You
yeah,
said
she
you were
she whipped
getting
up
it.
some blueberry pie in there.
Yeah. No, I love it. And then, okay, look at these drinks. This is what I mean, over the top. Now, any have you ever had to eat in anything that was, like, on set or no? Have you ever had to
I do eat something, I think, in the next
okay,
episode.
alright.
Other than that, I didn't eat, any of the anything that was on there, so I don't know, but I've heard that these hot chocolates were actually quite delicious. That
Oh.
was word on the street, that these were actually quite tasty hot chocolates.
They're just so detail oriented. Like the person who is in charge of this, the set decorator, or sometimes the set designer, or the combo of them. I'm going to find them because I want to have them on and want to pick their brains because it is my. I haven't had a chance yet because I've been extremely busy, but I am going to when the sixth episode is done. I'm actually going to go back and review, like do reviews of each of the episodes and talk because there are more people that are purchasing Hallmark Plus, and now I'm over there. Watch Mistletoe Murders, watch Mistletoe Murders, and now we're all into it, and I cannot wait to go back. So I'm like feast for the eyes, and then of course I'm going to want to know details. Now, the outside, I know this was a really powerful scene. I'm
I
not.
loved this scene.
Did you? Oh my god!
I
But
loved it.
oh my, I know that's. I will talk
That
about it.
was my this is my reaction. I was like, "They hugged."
Yeah.
I'm rooting for them.
Yes, you're rooting for your dad. All right. So I love the backdrop, like the lights, the sidewalk. So this is a set. This is not a real place.
So this, basically there's a backlot, a fake town outside of Toronto,
Okay.
and so all the exterior shots that you see, of the town square, this was a real place, but it's not somewhere that people can live. It is a set,
Okay.
but it felt so real. We were driving around the town,
Mhm.
um, and the buildings looked so beautiful. It felt like you were in a very quaint small town, Hallmark town.
Mhm.
Um, although it was not. You can't live there. I wish.
We can in our dreams. Now look at this. So Peter's at his desk. Sam, I think that's his name, right? And
Yeah.
he's sitting at his desk and he looks down because he's thinking of you. He's about to make a phone call. And they showed these props more than once. There's even to the one side, the one where you're on Santa's lap, there's a dish with like Christmas mints in it. Like they're so detail oriented. I was curious. Are these real pictures of you? Is that really you or no?
No, I sent in some pictures of me as a little girl, but they
Uh-huh.
hired this adorable little girl who I did not get to meet. But I love her. She's so cute, and I'm
She's
happy that this
they
happened
they did a
because
good
the
job.
pictures are so adorable.
They did a good job because I was thinking to myself, what did they take your head and put it on things? I think that's funny. They did they're good at that though. There's a show called The Way Home. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yes,
Oh,
I have. I love that show.
it's just amazing. Okay. So they do a great job of matching someone younger to the old, like Alex Hook plays Kyler Lee in the eight phenomenal. I mean, there's the person who plays Elliot, like the older and the younger. It's like the same person. It's just so amazing. Even the mannerisms. So Hallmark is really good at this. And whoever is in charge of this, I was like, oh, look at that. That either they took your head or they've got an actress that really is like fits you. It really
Yeah,
does.
she's such a little sweetie.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and people would say to me, they cast you well. You look like Peter. Thank you. I'll say that.
Oh, oh, yes, that man, that's a delicious man there. All right. All right. So I chose this one again because of the background, but I wanted to get into you and your scenes. So I really think like when I'm watching an episode and I'm watching the scene, I feel like you're my friends. I'm there watching this all unfold. The three of you are exceptional together, and I love watching your reactions because it's like an art for me. So here you are, there's water dripping down, and it was real. It wasn't like it was authentic. It wasn't like you were like, oh, look, you weren't acting. It was like it really happened. And you're in another sweater.
Yep.
There's a
We
lot.
love the sweaters.
I know. I love it. So you're doing like a really good job. So I was so excited when I reached out to you and you wanted to come on. Now here you are with totally different hairdo. You can't see the beautiful things that they have in the back for you. Another little outfit. And I was curious, what's like your favorite so far? Favorite anything? Favorite costume? Favorite scene? Favorite any of this?
Uh, okay, so many different favorites.
Okay.
Favorite costume, I think my favorite outfit of mine
Uh-huh.
is in the next episode. I wore this very cute little pink and red sweater vest that I wanted for myself.
Okay.
It's very cute, very Christmassy. Um, Favorite scene, oh, there are so many.
I know.
And also so many as a viewer that I really am enjoying
Yeah.
that I wasn't a part of.
Yes.
Like I love the scenes that hug scene is
Uh-huh.
just breathtaking.
Mhm.
And also some that are yet to come. In episode 5, the montage scene is so fun where they're putting together all the clues.
Yes, that's
I
good.
I adore this mystery. It feels so involved, and it's a treasure hunt. So
Yes,
it's really
yes.
really fun. And there are so many funny beats. Like in episode 5, I just recently watched it, where Sam says to Emily, you can't come with me to the lawyer's office. Absolutely not. Cut to the lawyer's office,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like just Sam and the lawyer are there, and then it pans over, and there's Emily. There are just so many little laughs that feel like you look away and you miss it. But it's just such a great show. I'm a fan.
Good. I like, and see, that's something that I was going to say that I find a plus is that some of the stuff is kind of gruesome. I mean, people are dying and getting hurt, you know what I mean? And some of it is really sad too. There's a spooky part of it because we don't know what exactly is going on, you know, the other mystery of who she really is. And that gets peppered in. And then there's some scary stuff, and we do see blood. I mean, goodness, when they open up Mistletoe Murders, and then there's that red in the background that kind of they make it look like it's seeping, right?
It's amazing. I
Yes,
didn't see that until like the
you
very
watch.
when it came out. And the tune, it's so
I know.
catchy. The dun
Now,
dun dun dun
I
dun.
know, I love it. And then so, but then there's these one-liners that are hilarious. I love the conversation that you have because we don't want to give too much away because not everybody saw everything yet. But you have a conversation with your dad, which is Sam, which is Peter, and you're on the phone, he's on the phone, and you're like, "Did you win?" And he goes, "Well, what's your definition of winning?" And you explain, and he's like, "Yeah, that didn't happen." And you see him all in his gear, you know, his Canadian self being the ice hockey guy, you know, and it's cute. And then those things are peppered in, and then there's just some really emotional things. So it's good. It's good writing, it's good acting, and I you're all doing a really good job.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
I know. Now tell me about this. I wanted to hear you two sing. Tell me about this scene. You gave me too
Uh,
much spoilers.
we were singing. Um,
Okay.
we didn't know what we were going to be singing. And I remember we did have like the lyrics. We were singing "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree."
Oh.
Yeah, and I remember we were really conferring with those lyrics. There was a bit of a confusion about some of it. We had a good time. You know, Peter will undersell his singing, but he was quite good. And yeah,
Oh.
it was really fun. It was
Oh.
in the diner and it was all done up so Christmassy. Again, it was a really hot day. I remember we were sweating like crazy, but it was a lot of fun.
It doesn't look like you're sweating, looks like everyone's cold. So,
That, that's the makeup department. Blotting, blotting.
I love it. You have quite a few scenes with Sarah and quite a few scenes with Peter, and I was thinking those 2 are such seasoned actors, such talent right there. What is it like, how did you feel? Did you feel not that you're not seasoned or not good at what you're doing, but when you have to share a scene with someone like that, do you and they're 2 very different people. Do you talk to each other like how you're gonna do it? Like, and you know what I mean? Do you practice off to the side? I mean, what happens? Give us
Yeah, I mean, they are super seasoned and very talented and also really generous with their talents. And so we're so ready to help me learn more because
Mhm,
I had so much to learn on that set and I did um, through them. They were incredible scene partners, first of all. Like
mhm,
we did rehearse. You do like a little
mhm.
rehearsal before um most scenes and but we kind of just let each other do our own
Yeah.
thing and you know how someone else reads their line might
Yes.
surprise you and deliver and then that'll inform how you do it. So even though you know I was a bit nervous going into this,
Mhm.
you know it's like Sarah Drew and Peter Mooney. um when I actually got the call that I got this job, I had Grey's Anatomy on TV, and so I lost my mind when I found out it was Sarah.
Yeah.
Um, but it was so easy to be so present with them in the scenes. It was a gift for sure.
That's cool. Now, what is it something that you just the whole experience, what did you find was a positive challenge for you? Like something that you know, you really had to like work at or try that was new, something that you didn't think was in your wheelhouse, whatever. What was it? Something positive. What do you think?
The whole thing was positive. I know that's not.
No, that's okay. We like hearing that.
It was
Sure.
everything was a learning experience for me on that set, and everyone, not only Sarah and Peter, though they
Mhm.
were extremely kind, everyone took the time to, you know, talk to each other. And Sarah taught me a lot about even just how to form a community with people. She came in day one knowing everybody's names,
Oh,
and
really? Yeah.
yeah, everybody's on set. And we all had a really special relationship, um, on an individual level and also a community level.
Mhm.
It did feel like, yeah, welcome to this Hallmark community. It is so special. I really was surprised by that, I would say. Not that I doubted that it
No,
was
no,
gonna be
but
a good
how much of it
experience,
was
but
I know what you're saying. How much of it was that it was welcoming? Like, it was like a family, was and it seemed like it was easy, like, easy to
it
fall in,
it
yeah.
was. It was. You know, as I said, I was nervous, and I remember, like, you know, early on, I met Peter and Sarah, um, like, meet your mom, I mean, your dad and your boss,
Yeah,
and, it felt instantly like a bond was there, so
good.
it's
That's
pretty special. I feel lucky.
that you are. I have a question. I always like to ask this because I'm curious.
Mhm.
How far in advance do you know what the storylines are? So you've got 6 episodes. How, like, do you know all from the beginning all the way to the end, or how are they sharing that with you?
So each episode, there's 2 episode arcs,
Yep.
3 2-episode arcs, so
Yes.
we'd get the scripts for them 2 at a time. So I knew what happened in episode 1 and 2, and then, you know, you'd get at, like, close to when you're finishing episode 1 and 2, we'd get the scripts for the next 2. And it was, or not close, maybe halfway through.
Mhm.
And it was like getting like a Christmas present, you know, so exciting to read through what happens now,
Mhm. Mhm.
both for what am I going to be doing today, and also who gets murdered.
Yes, that's true. Who gets murdered? Oh my goodness. Um, I have a few questions for you, and then they might have questions here. These are people that who I know said, "Oh, I have to watch later, but I have a question." So I have a couple of those for you. And then the people that are here might have questions. I'm not sure. But before I do that, because I don't want to get sidetracked, and we're coming towards the end of our time together. What about fans following you on social media? What do you have that's a public account, or if they were, or are you on X or Twitter? Because we like to do a hashtag and we like to see if we can make it trend for you. Are you on Twitter, X, or no?
Yes, so I'm on Instagram and Threads as SIE Marilyn, so C Marilyn. And then on Twitter, actually, maybe I should change this because it started off as a Taylor Swift fan account.
Okay.
So I don't have a very concise handle, but it's like a Taylor Swift lyric that I really like. Uh,
Okay, well, that thought. I'm
yeah,
gonna put this up. Tell me if this is correct, because then they'll view back and see it.
yes, let me see.
SIEMARILYN, right, for Instagram?
Yes, SIEMARILYN.
Okay, good. All right, and then what's the other one? This Taylor Swifty one?
Yes, so this is a little the spelling is unconventional. I'll type it for you. It's "Your
Okay,
house is haunted,"
okay.
because that's a um, it's a lyric that I really like, but I sent
Mhm.
it to you in a private chat.
Okay. All right.
The spelling is wrong. I had to fit it in the characters that Twitter allowed me.
All right, and then I'm gonna share. I think I copied it. I think I have it, just so they can follow you. This is for I'm gonna call it X, because there are some people that, okay, I think I got it, that are very big fans that aren't here, and then they had said certain things, and okay, I got it. I put it in for you, and then they'll go
Beautiful,
back
thank
and
you.
they'll say, "You're welcome." Yes. Okay, so I don't like spoilers, so I don't I'm going to ask this question, and it should be okay to answer. We have one more episode left.
Yeah.
Do we get to either hear more about or get to meet? You could just say yes in general. Who is your mom?
No,
Okay.
we don't meet my mom.
Okay. So they were asking the question of, Can we speculate who would really be great to play your mom?
I know. I do wonder, like, would they bring
Yeah.
her in the future? The
Yes.
show is based on a podcast,
Yes, it
Midsummer
is,
Murders.
which
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah, I stopped myself, though, a little bit into season 2, so I don't know if they ever did introduce Violet's mom in that.
Okay. Okay.
But the show and the podcast, they're similar in obvious ways, but, they do really diverge in what goes down, so
Okay. Okay. All right. So that was a question that someone had for me, and then someone else had a question, and I know that this is a ridiculous. We already kind of know the answer already, but we're going to ask it anyway. They thought your hair was so gorgeous, and they wanted to know because like in One Calls the Heart. I don't know if you've ever seen it. The main character is this gorgeous hair. They always have it done up just so. And here, her hair is like real short. Not that it's not gorgeous. She just totally different in person, but we could see your hair. So that's all your hair, isn't it, when you're on set?
yes, it's my hair, it's my hair. The curls are perfected by
Yeah.
by Peggy,
Team.
the
Yeah.
head hairstylist. She is like a curl wizard, and but this is my hair.
Okay. Now, if you, not if, let's say that we have a season 2, which I would be so excited for, and I'm sure you would be too. What would you like to see happen with Violet? What would you like to see, like, be a storyline for her?
Well, in the podcast, I do know Violet gets a little bit more into mysteries. She's doing a
Oh,
little bit of solving. I would love to get to do that.
okay.
I really loved Violet's really relationship driven and personal journeys in season
Mhm.
1, but I do think that would be very fun
Got Ellie. I
if
know. You would drive both of the leads wild, but I think that what is Sarah's name on there? Why did I forget? Is it Emily?
Emily. Yeah.
What, like, I think Emily and you would kind of be kindred spirits and spirits. She might kind of want to root for you, but then also want to protect you. But your dad, he would not like it.
I have a feeling he would be very protective
Yes, he
and
would.
say stop.
I know. I know. This has been so lovely
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh, so nice to talk to you.
Yes. So we're going to say our good nights in a minute, and then we'll say goodnight behind the scenes kind of thing. But before we do, we've got one more episode that comes out, and then the first season will be complete. And then of course I'm going to go watch it over and over again and cry because I wanted to hurry up and come back. So again, you'll have to be on the lookout and pop in and see what I have to say. I'm
Yes,
going to do like recaps of the episodes. I'm not sure if I'm going to like do the two together, because it's like a
part
three
1, part
stories.
2. Yeah.
Yes. And go from there. I was like, one day, wouldn't it be great if, I know that Sarah was very busy, but one day if more cast members could come on and we could talk more
I'm
about it.
sure everybody would love to chat with you. You're so great to
Oh,
talk to. And you
thank you.
ask great questions. I'm getting excited all over again about the show. It is really rewatchable, so have
Yes.
have fun.
Because you're going to pick out different things, because I watch it for the love of it, and then I'll go back because I want to look at little things, like especially if you're coming on, and then I'll see more. But in this particular case, because it's a mystery, there's a lot to the mystery, then there's the comedic part of it, then there's just like the scenes, and I pick up other things and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. Oh, look at that sign. So there's a lot to love. Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
there it's so much. Like when you asked me what my favorites were, about a billion things came to mind.
Yes, I know. So before we go, tell me about your holiday. Do you celebrate Christmas?
I do. I love Christmas
All
so
right.
much.
Okay. And do you have your tree up yet?
Okay, so no.
Okay.
I have decorations up, and usually I would have a tree.
Hmm.
Um, but my family doesn't live in the city, and I'm going to go visit them in not too long. So
Okay.
we didn't end up getting a tree this year. Next year, hopefully.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all good. It's all good. I have a tree up only because I never took it down.
It's Christmas all year at your
At
house.
my house, it is. It doesn't have decorations on it. It just has its lights and its bow, which is massive and very decorative. My sister does it. So mine's been up all year round. So when people are like, you have your tree up, I'm like, yeah.
Is that because you love Christmas?
Yes, I do love Christmas. And I love seeing what it looks like when the lights are on at night. I love it.
I
So
always had a train around my Christmas tree. Um, and I love that as well. I have a train. We just started putting it out this year.
oh, that's so sweet. All right, everyone. Thank you for stopping by and meeting Sierra. And I hope you come back again.
I'd love
Yes.
to.
Yes. All right. We're going to say goodnight and then we'll say goodnight behind.
Okay, good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Merry
Go
Christmas
watch Mistletoe.
to those who celebrate.